Okay, I just got the new cards. Now, this is not a new deck. I mean, these have been out for quite some time, but they're called the Tantric Dakini Oracle. The Tantric Dakini Oracle. Okay, and I wanted to do a read on Putin. Okay, just to see how these would work. So what we have, the first card out, we have the tree spirit, Yakshi. You know, the nature of things, Gaia, nature. In this case, I would say just looking at the nature, how things are going. The challenge is we've got 16 Holocaust. I think that's self-explanatory in his case. He's causing war. He's causing breakdown. He is, conscious thoughts, cremation ground, meditation. It's about the destruction, okay? The ending of the Ukrainian country, okay? The way he sees himself, burning bush, lineage tree. He thinks he's going to restore Russia. He is like the Russian Tsar. He sees himself as just, delusional, okay? A total narcissist. That he is of the lineage of Tsars. He is there to restore Russia to its former glory. Conscious thoughts, as above, so below. Now, in this case, not that he's depending on the higher power, it's whatever he thinks in his mind, it should be that, okay? The energy surrounding, the way others see it, hot seat. He's brought this on himself, and this is not going to calm down. It's not going to go away. Okay? He is in the hot seat now because of his actions. We've got the past, destruction, okay? Death, transformation. Again, wants to put an end to them and transform it back to Russia. Hopes and fears, we have the asylum. Now, he was trying to say they're going to give them asylum because they're taken over by the Nazis. They're being, ruled by Nazis, which was not the case at all. So in this case, the hopes and the fears also that they will see him as he needs an asylum because he's craziness. We've got a horse up a tree. A horse does not belong in a tree. Okay, horses are not going to climb trees. So they're seeing also that fear of being labeled as crazy. Short term, we have White Lady, Mother of Pearls. Okay, well, this is causing a lot of emotional thing. Pearls are caused by what? Irritation. Okay. They're beautiful, but it's caused by irritation, and a pearl of wisdom, okay? Out of this, there's going to come some wisdom, but it's at a price, okay? Outcome is high tension, okay? He's imploding, okay? He's imploding. His strength, he wants to think he's the big muscle man, the big strength, but what's happening? Okay. It's not going well, although I did another reading today, and he's, claiming victory, this and that in his propaganda, but it's anything but. He's kind of imploding, okay? And not in a good way. This is not imploding as ego breaking down. This is just, he's mentally just mentally craziness. So that's what I'm getting from this deck, the Dakini Oracle. I want to let's look at Biden. Biden is, also being looked at, judged because of all this as well, because he's not going to help with those planes because it would be an act of war. So let's look and see what we have. He's kind of caught in the web. This is about the web, about obstacles, overcoming obstacles. Ganesh is the one that has so much compassion for people that he broke off his tusk and used it as a writing implement, to instruct, give guidance, The story of Ganesh is a bit crazy. The story of Ganesh, we'll just go into it real quick, was that we have Parvati, which is married to Shiva. Now, Parvati wanted a child, but Shiva is always what? He's in meditation. It's like, I'm not going there, I'm not having sex with you. I'm in meditation. So what did she do? She had to scrape the cells off her body and created a child, So she created this child. Now, Parvati went out to do her bathing, and she's told her child to protect her, Well, Shiva, always being in meditation, had no clue what's going on. So he comes and he's looking for his wife. He sees her down at the river, so he's going down, and here is her son guarding her, doing the filial thing. And Shiva comes up and get out of my way. No, I'm not, you're not passing. Well, Shiva killed him. He cut his head off, He cut the child's head off. Parvati comes unglued. Well, I'll resurrect him again, and his head is gone, though, but I'll give him the head of whatever comes first. Well, what came by was an elephant, so that's how Ganesh got his elephant's head. And because his father had outed him, in Hinduism, you always pray to Ganesh first to remove obstacles. And Ganesh is one of the wisdom bearers, so that's it, Ganesh. He's the Lord of obstacles. So this is about, Biden's got himself in a sticky wicket here. He's kind of in a mess as to what to do. The challenge is threefold riddle. The threefold riddle. Now let's look this up real quick and see what it has to say. But I would say again, it's kind of those things which are undercover, kind of hidden. 25, the cycle of psychological temptation, its resolution as direction, the highest attribute, which is the wisdom of discrimination. This is an air card. It would be related to the suit of swords, which is mental realm. Says they have the three veiled women. This is showing the triad of forces, threefold nature of existence of the world. They're of like gender, or possibly asexual. Their identity is concealed. The riddle is the secret nature of the questioner. This represents the clothing that spirit takes on to manifest in the world as protection and as illusion. They are guardians to the realm of Mahamaya, the great illusion. They urge mankind to try to understand the riddle of existence and at the same time confuse the seeker with their mysterious dance of illusion. This is a riddle card. A seduction through the mystery of self which is concealed. Okay, so it says this card has a mystery totally personal to the one that receives it. Okay, so it's having to meditate and open up and look deeper is basically what it is. So I think it has to do with him, in this case, seeking the advice of others as to what's underneath the surface, what's hidden. I just get the feeling of something hidden, not easily seen. So I would say he's having to consult with the with those that are doing investigating of this, that know the lay of the land, so to speak. Okay. Conscious thoughts, deep end. Yeah, this is something diving deep. This is not in shallow waters. This is something that's going to take some difficult times. You're really in the mix of this, what to do. The way he sees himself, Mercury is the messenger. What kind of message is he putting out? And again, trying to come to wisdom, trying to come to, knowledge, wisdom, having to dive deep in this. And what message am I going to put out to the world? So he's kind of caught in that mix. Subconscious thoughts, Scarlet Woman. Okay. Subconscious thoughts are the Scarlet Woman. Now let's look this up in here. Very Kali-esque there. The number 3, signifying threefold nature of existence: creation, preservation, and dissolution. The Trinity, triune of astrology, past, present, future, threefold cycle of destiny. This has some affinity with the Empress of Tarot. Okay. There should be no hesitation to perform potent acts provided one is prepared to handle the consequences. Red color is the sulfurous nature of her energy as the raw alchemical processes. Okay, looking at the transitory things and how things are moving forward. This indicates importance of Shakti or female energy, okay? The passionate nature, okay? So it's about, Shakti. What are the actions you're going to do in the world, okay? He's looking at the actions. He's looking at the message, the actions. What is it he's going to put out there? The way others see it, okay, abundance, okay. Kind of, are you going to put your money where your mouth is? What are you going to do? What are you giving out? What are you, The past has to do with lessons learned, okay? Again, pearl of great price. What have you learned? And, what are you going to put out there, okay? Hopes and fears, the guardian. Now this guardian, they look very fierce. These are usually the guardians of Buddhism, is what they say. They're fierce looking. So just how much of a guardian are you going to be? What are you putting out? Okay, hopes and fears is that, you're doing the best to guard. You don't want to overstep the bounds, because there are lessons to be learned in this, and they're not easy lessons. Okay, short term, mean and heavy. Okay, mean and heavy. Okay, short term. So what we have here is, oh, I see it's got boots there. Okay, sometimes you have to take a heavy stance. It's like Kali there, Kali, and if you know the story of the Chandipat, what Kali did was to fight the demons. Okay, so going out to fight the demons, she cut the head of the demons and thereby liberated them. It was a liberation in the end, but it took the hard stance. It takes the hard stance. So how much of a hard stance is going to be taken in the short term? Okay, and like Putin, he's feeling like he's on the hot seat in the end of things, because we're looking at this. How much wisdom are you using? You're a guardian. You're supposed to be protecting. Okay, people look up to you as, a democratic thing. So what are you going to do? How much are you going to invest in fighting this negativity, fighting this, the things that Putin's doing? But no matter what he does, he's in the hot seat. So he's looking at, what is the message I'm putting out? I diving deep, trying to find out what's under the surface of things, and looking to see where to put the abundance. Where do I put the money, the energy, these things? Where, how much action can I take? In the center of it, we have the action and the abundance. Where are you putting it? Okay, what are you going to do with this? So it's not an easy time for him. Okay, he's going to be judged by how he handles this for sure, and he is definitely feeling like he is in the hot seat. Now, Putin has put himself in the hot seat, although he doesn't, really kind of see that. He's oblivious to that. He's in Cray-Crayville, okay? Asylum time. I mean, he sees himself as basically another czar of Russia, bringing it back to its former glory. Doesn't matter how many deaths it takes, I'm going to overcome, and I'm going to do this. So as long as we're on this thing, let's do Zelensky. Let's go ahead and look at the Dakini oracle here on Zelensky. What are you going to tell us the deeper things with Zelensky? Okay. That's going to take a little while to get fully integrated into this deck. It has a lot of Kali in it. So interesting. Okay, at the center, eternal life. Okay, eternal life. So I think in this case, it feels like this has to do with, putting your money where your mouth is. Also, the wanting to keep the Ukraine as a free, independent place. Okay, eternal life, wisdom, the Sphinx, the knowledge, the wisdom, and also the things she's holding were used in spiritual rituals. So again, I think it has to do with Ukraine itself, keeping it democratic, keeping it free, keeping it, that's his focus. And on, if we have to give up our life in it, we'll give up our life, okay? The challenge is abundance here, having enough ammunition, having enough, whatever it is that they need. That's the challenge. And again, we saw in Biden's case, are you going to continue to supply this? How much are you going to supply, and where is it going to come from? Okay. Conscious thoughts, elixir, fruit, essence. Okay. So he's thinking about just the wanting to continue to have Ukraine as the special place, okay? That it's a bountiful place, and he's fully engaged in trying to maintain that, keep that. The way he sees himself, taking up arms. That's self-explanatory, okay? It's going slow and steady, but he's got his hands full, he's suited up, he's going forward, okay? So that's pretty self-explanatory. The subconscious thoughts are about cutting through. How can he cut through to have a win? What else does he need to do? So he's prepared and looking to do the best he can do. The energy others see surrounded, we got dangerous pussy is what it says. Yes, it does say that. The past, okay? He's not one to really be trifled with, okay? They see that they are standing strong, that they are not backing down, they're not wimping out, that they are, like the cat. And this is a big cat. This is not your little house cat. And even the little house cat has got claws. Well, they've got big claws, okay? And they are determined. They have a strength of fortitude, willing to do what's needed to cut through, to go forward. Okay, what we have in the past, that they've been very nature-bound, really integrated with their land, okay? Very much integrated with their land, okay? So what we have here, hopes and fears, is about the heart. The heart of the people, the heart of the land, just that, caring for the land and the people, okay? Caring for their land and their people. Short-term, Holocaust. Yeah, makes total sense. He's in the fight to keep, well, it looks like that one wants to come out. Okay. Outcome is slaying the ego, okay? That they see that this whole thing, and it's what I've said before, this is Putin's ego that's driving this, okay? That's driving this whole thing. And they are fighting for their country. They are fighting for democracy. They are fighting to keep their land, okay, their way of life, okay? And he is ready to slay the ego, take the head of this demonic happening is what it is. Now the worst, if you know anything about Chandipat, it talks about the path, Durga and Kali. Why did they come into being? Because the demons were overtaking the earth. The demons, jealousy, hate, anger, all of these things are the demonic realm of the things that are going on. Whether it's personal and you see it as the mental spins and things, or you see it as the acting out in the cosmology. Okay, so if you understand there are the different aspects of Kali, okay, but the worst demon that she had to fight in the end was ego. The biggest demon was ego, that self-centeredness of ego. That was the main last demon to fight, to go beyond, to get to realization. Now, she wears the skulls, okay? And when she cut the head of these different demons, okay, they were liberated. They became liberated because when they left that form, okay, they got to see the truth of being, and so they, in the end, became liberated. Okay, so that's a little bit, just a short thing on a bit of Kali and what that is representing. Okay, it's the path through consciousness. It's coming and using it. Also, if you read the Chandipat, it talks about all the things that you use to fight the negativity, prayer and attention, and nipping the bud of the thoughts, coming to stillness. It talks about all those things as the weapons of war, okay? The weapons against the mental drama, okay? So the Chandipat is really excellent, and it really talks about the journey to realization, cutting through the negativity, cutting through those things which keep one bound on the wheel of karma. Okay, so thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you think of these readings with the Tantric Dakini Oracle. Thanks for tuning in. See you online.